I'm going to ask Mr. Palmer to kindly share what is your vision for the building and strengthening of the municipal economy.
All right, thank you again. For the building of any economy, it is strongly dependent on what we call small business. And here in Belize, it actually should be referred to as micro business when it comes to talk about businesses in Punta Gorda, right? Because of the size of the business. So it means that for us to establish or to raise our economy here in PG, we need to pay attention to those. How do we get more micro business to operate within our municipality? That's a question we have to start asking, right? How we do this, and this is especially for the younger generation, how we do this is by offering training. How we do this is by making sure that you know the procedures necessary in order for you to start your own small business. I always say that Punta Gorda has people with many skill sets. It is just a matter of listening to them and showing them the way to get that business off the ground. What I've been seeing for the past year, over the past year, people have been saying, and because of the whole pandemic issue, people have been saying, Mr. Palmer, you know what? I think it's time we start feeding ourselves. I think it's time we stop relying on bringing in goods from other places. And that is key. So I told them, all right, you have the vision already. You know what you want as a people. How do we move from there? Picture this, because this is part of our plan. Picture, we promote the backyard gardening project that we have been campaigning for. And each yard on the streets, remember that PG now, people have backyards. So each yard doing a gardening project will be key.
And the same question will be asked to candidate Warrior. Your vision, sir, on the building and strengthening of the municipal economy.
My team, we are trying to shift and change a culture where politicians go in and make manifesto that is far-fetched, unreachable, not achievable. And so my team decided that we want to change this type of culture. And so we went, before we even draft a manifesto, is to engage the community to see what they want to get done in the community. And so we went on an intensive consultation. When we visit homes, we hear the different feedbacks from people, and then we draft a manifesto. And in terms of the economy, the Town Council Act specifies certain rules. And employment is not directly within the Town Council Act, but any responsible town council will look at the economic environment that exists in PG. And my team has decided that for too long, town councils, whether it be PUP, UDP, have excluded the business community from the table. And so our plan is to be inclusive, to include the business community on the table. Because at the end of the day, if 7 members of the town council get elected, sometimes they believe they know everything. But we want to harness some of the talents that we have here, because we have some brilliant minds in PG, business giant. And so my team have decided that if elected on March 3rd, is to form a business task force, a business committee.
All right, thank you. I mean, for years that I can't even go too far back. PG has been deteriorating, right? We know that. We have seen a rise in crime when it comes to Toledo district. I think there was an issue out from the Channel 7 News that said that a decade ago we were 39%. Now we're 24% countrywide murder rate. And of that, Toledo went from 3% to 17%. It means, people, that we have to start taking care of our neighbors. We need to start taking care of our community, right? We need to start paying attention to who comes into our community to wreck our homes, right? So we need a wake-up call from the community, and I guess this is the message. We need a wake-up call from the community that only we can save ourselves. And that is true. Only the people can save the people. So I'm asking you, let's be that agent of change for our country. Let people see that PG can do it. PG can produce their own food. PG can work with the community. PG is talking to each other. That is what we want.
The UDP Town Council historically has always been doing as much for Punta Gorda Town, and that is a historical fact. And I brought to the table a good team, first time running in politics, young people. I'm the oldest one by the team, but I'm surrounded by young people. And I want to present them to the resident Punta Gorda Town that on March 3rd to give them the chance to serve. We have Miss Beverly Roches, the only female on the team. We have Mr. Darvin Shaw, Mr. Preseno James Ball, Mr. Carl A6 Cabral, Mr. Glenn Coot Logan, and Mr. Linford Lynch Avila. Those are young people that with energy and that can move Punta Gorda Town forward. And so I'm confident that with this team, we will do wonders for PG. Thank you.